Fellow members of government, dear builders, welcome everyone to the last APP meeting of 2024. Let me begin by congratulating all county and LGA executives who consistently showed up every time we gathered to review the state of our union. Your unwavering dedication and contributions in support of the federal government are commendable. We also acknowledge your relentless efforts towards stabilizing our counties and LGAs. Your financial contributions towards special project areas, and your support for other counties and LGAs in distress deserve special mention. Our progress is rooted in divine timing. God can do anything at any time. Those who wait on Him will not be confused or distracted. Human effort, though valuable, are merely external contributions and cannot alter the outcome that God Himself has decided. When He says yes, no one can say no. Ambazonia is making steady progress through the storms, the pain, and the sacrifices of our heroes past and present. I share these words with you to inspire every one of you to draw upon your innermost strength at this critical time. Nothing is big enough to stop us, but only our faith will determine our abilities beyond our strength and weaknesses. Fellow APP executives, this struggle predates every one of us, including our government. It is the struggle that gave rise to the government, not the other way around. Therefore, only the struggle itself, the collective we, can do or undo the government. And by the struggle, I mean the collective efforts of all of us, and no single individual, county, LGA, or government member, including myself, can bring it to an end. This is the people's struggle. Those who misunderstood this basic truth have all been thrown under the bus by the struggle, because the servant cannot be more than the master. Some see no need for a government, but the government is the largest umbrella we have now in Ambazonia. Having the government of Southern Cameroons in place answers to the question, who should La République du Cameroon talk with? Or what is the legitimate authority over the annexed country of the Southern Cameroon's people? A case of annexation of a country like ours cannot be resolved without a representation of the government that was captured and dissolved. We who are still standing here today, we carry inside us the tears, the sweat, the blood, the pain, and the prayers of our people. We represent generations of Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonians, born and unborn, who are worth fighting for. Some of us have seen the end of this, and thus we remain undeterred by all the present challenges. Like a football match, we have seen the final score. Ambazonia is free. And those who fail to see it, that we are free, are deliberately blind. Let's encourage ourselves with these truths and stay together. We also stand firmly with the wisdom of our county chairs, local government chairs, government institutions, our Ambazonia State Armed Forces, and the people of Ambazonia. While it is true that a minority can sometimes be right instead of the majority, however, in every democracy, even an aspiring one, the majority rules. It does not matter how correct you are. If you always find yourself with the minority, you cannot thrive in a democracy. The only way you can function with the minority within a democracy is to remain with the opposition outside. Because when opposition persists inside, it is not seen as dissent. It is called rebellion. I've also heard some people say they are not hand clappers. By hand clappers, they mean they don't applaud everything without questioning, without understanding. But who applauds everything without understanding, without questioning, unless a moron? That's why it is also an insult to call anyone a hand clapper for any reason. Calling anyone a hand clapper because he or she sincerely sees nothing wrong with what you see as wrong is an insult. Now, how will you describe anyone who opposes even basic common sense facts just to prove he or she is not a hand clapper? Some can also see it as intellectual dishonesty or a much bigger character issue. For example, 1 plus 1 is 2. But what will you say to a student who says the answer depends on who gives the answer? If it is my friend, the answer is 2. But if it is my enemy, 2 is wrong. It's not the answer. We cannot lead when we think in this manner. And we certainly are not prepared to lead this country if our judgment cannot be fair and impartial, irrespective of who and what is before us. We represent the Endelis, the PM Kales, the Mbiles, the Ngomjoa, the Munas, unfortunately, the Forlons, the Egbes, etc. That's who we represent today. Do we approve of those in our history who simply stood against every good idea for no justifiable reason? Or can we forgive those who stood against the ideas of Foncha, for example, challenge his every move when he tried his best prior to his resignation to take us out, to take us back, to correct this error and pull us out of that fraudulent federation? Remember, today we read about them. Tomorrow, posterity will read about us. On the ICC investigations, this is real. It is not a hoax. Our only prayer is that the court and the international community gets to act on the results of their investigation sooner than later. I hear some critics, some glory seekers, and naysayers claim that the government of Southern Cameroon and Bazonia did nothing regarding the ICC petition. They attribute it instead to certain individuals, such as the Kenyan broadcaster and other Ambazonians. So let me set the record straight. When we engaged the ICC and 8 open jurisdictions, it was a matter of public record. We initiated the process during the peak of COVID-19. We understand that many other petitions have been written to the ICC before ours. The ICC sometimes responds and sometimes does not, especially if such submissions do not meet the legal standards of complaints to the court. But in our case, we received a reply from the court that speaks volumes. Allow me now to read an excerpt from their acknowledgement. Dear Sir, Madam, on behalf of the prosecutor, I thank you for your communication received on the 8th of December 2020, as well as any subsequent related information. The office is analyzing the allegations identified in your communication with the assistance of other related communications and other information available. The purpose of this analysis is to assess whether, on the basis of the information available, the alleged crimes appear to fall within the jurisdiction of the International Criminal Court and therefore warrant the opening of a preliminary investigation into the situation at hand. Analysis will be carried out as expeditiously as possible, But please beware that meaningful analysis of these factors can take some time. Then they added, as soon as a decision is taken on whether there is a basis to proceed further, we will advise you promptly and we will provide reasons for the decision. Does that sound like a rejection of our petition? It is on record that our petition was received, not denied, like many others that tried before us and after us. They were denied mostly on jurisdictional arguments. To all those out there challenging our claim because they don't like me, they don't like Barrister Mbesia or Barrister So, I say this, bring forth your own acknowledgement letters from the International Criminal Court and let us compare them. You don't have to like us to give us the credit we deserve. Whatever anyone did or has done should be applauded, but without negating the fact that we did what we did and obtained the results that we have shown you. Ours was not some random protest letter to the court. It was a complaint, painstaking, thorough, and professional. We invested the necessary time, the effort, the resources to achieve what many or all before us could not. And our leadership in recognizing the right moment to act is what sets us apart. We must also give credit to the technical expertise within our ranks and the broader struggle that secured this success. I deeply appreciate the Truth and Reconciliation Committee also for the work they are doing so far. I am proud of all of you here who responded to their invitation. This is a valuable opportunity given to us for everyone to be heard and for the government to be advised accordingly. If you are criticizing that committee, then what do you want? What do we want? This is how to have a dialogue in the midst of dissension. And remember, we are in this together. These comrades have stepped up freely to help us look critically into the issues and stabilize our precious boat so we can land sooner and safer with minimal self-inflicted wounds. No one sacrificing in good faith for our cause is our enemy. If these people are not against our government and our struggle, then they are for us. They are friends of Ambazonia, who are investing their time to help. Their work and labor will be remembered in Ambazonia, just as every positive contribution towards our cause will be remembered. As we draw close towards the end of the year, let us remember our vulnerable ones on ground one and on the home front. Let us give from our festive menu something to the have-nots amongst us. We are in this together. I have more to say, but let's gather at the fireplace on the 31st of December for my message to the nation. I have a lot to reveal to you about the past year and the year ahead. But remember, I am not resigning. Meanwhile, on the 21st of December, we will meet again for our final Transition Fund Drive 2024. Let's do all we can and God will do the rest for our people. Let us remain united, steadfast, and hopeful as we move forward. Together, we will achieve the freedom and prosperity we seek for Ambazonia. Thank you very much. God bless our beautiful nation, Ambazonia. Thank you for coming.